Hello everybody, and you guys voted for it on the community tab. Welcome to Rewatch. I think the name might change at some point, but we're going to be rewatching an old episode of Death Battle. And with me, of course, is Fireball. What are we rewatching today?
We're going to be rewatching Raven vs. Twilight Sparkle. EC versus My Little Pony for the upcoming Raven vs. Phoenix Death Battle.
Yeah, so I don't know how often we'll do a rewatch. Honestly, I had this idea because Raven was returning. I thought, hey, it'd be cool if we check out her older episode, which according to this was released 5 years ago.
Man, I thought that this was released like 3 years ago, maybe?
No, it was 5.
Damn.
So how this series is gonna work is me and Fireball are going into rewatch this episode. We're mostly going to be talking about how we feel about the episode as it plays on, about certain things. And once the episode ends, we'll talk about if we think it holds up as a good episode, if it's about the same, if it's gotten better or worse, all that fun stuff. So are you ready to rewatch Raven vs. Twilight?
Let's go.
All right. 3, 2, 1, play. First thing off the bat, Screw Attack logo. Feels so weird seeing that again.
Yep.
Emotions can be powerful things.
Oh.
We're really gonna talk about.
And this is
Emotions.
yeah, and this was back before they introduced the characters themselves. God, nostalgia.
Raven, the half-demon sorceress from the Teen Titans, and Twilight Sparkle, the magical prodigy from My Little Pony.
I remember when this episode got announced, I wasn't sure how to feel about My Little Pony getting in.
And it's our
Again.
job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills.
But hey, you know,
Third time.
Who would win a death battle?
oh, that face on the Raven sprite. I forgot that was the thing. So let's start off with Raven.
Emotion can
Okay,
drastically
so,
change
do you want to start off with how you know Raven?
anger.
So for me, I brought this up in my last reaction video. I liked Teen Titans as a kid, and Raven was probably one of my favorites from the original show, right behind Cyborg.
She wasn't the most popular girl around.
Alright.
She was also playable in Injustice 1, even though she honestly wasn't that good.
See, Raven is
Oh,
the
okay.
daughter of a human mother and a fearsome
But I thought Raven was interesting. What about you? How do you know Miss Rachel Roth, as her alias is on screen?
Because of her heritage, Raven's
I mean,
own
it's the
mental
same with
state
you.
was key to a
I loved watching
fearsome
Teen
inner power.
Titans
She
as a
is
kid.
an empath, a mage who can
But,
sense, create, and manipulate emotions.
Raven wasn't really my favorite.
Tell that to her when she
As
scrambles
waifus
your
go,
brain or forces you to
there's
feel
usually
so
a
free
war
you
between
steal from your boss.
Raven and Starfire, and I was more of a Starfire girl.
I think Torok was as well when we brought him on, lads.
Ah. But yeah,
When she was 18
Raven,
years old,
you
Raven
can make
met
arguments
her
for
father
both,
the first time, and it
to be best girls.
didn't go
I mean, a lot of people probably like Raven for, you know, the cloak and everything. Because, I mean, you look at that cloak, you instantly know it's Raven.
Yeah,
shadowy figure
she definitely
is
looks
her
cool.
soul, an extension of her spirit and
And
manifestation
that's
of the
pretty
powers
much
of
all
Eldritch
I.
Control. Raven
of
often
her.
wields it
Wait,
as her primary means of
I think
offense
I've
and
seen her
defense,
in
though it
Young
can function on
Justice.
its own.
She was in Young Justice, yes.
Okay, yeah, I did see her in Young Justice. That's pretty much all I've seen from her. I've never read the comics. I've never played
It can
any of
drain
the
energy and
games
powers of others
where she's
and also
from.
serves as a sort of
So,
pocket dimension, which Raven can
yeah,
trap a limited
that's
number of foes and
pretty much all
objects within.
I've known about her.
One thing I appreciate with this analysis is they definitely went deeper into Raven's soul self Raven compared to like what she actually does. Like this was definitely more so focused on Teen Titans, it felt like,
But there is
as far
Yeah.
as like what they gave her.
To wield her power, Raven must embrace emotion. And too much emotion risks opening her mind to Trigon's corruption.
Yeah, Trigon. Oh boy, everyone remember that episode where everyone got to finally see him?
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, that voice.
You're a new persona
Oh.
appropriately named Dark.
It's crazy because, you know, with this episode, it's 2 Terra Strong characters.
Yep.
And I'm just here like, how are they gonna do the voicing for that?
Who voices both of these characters in the animation?
It was Kira Berkland, who eventually went on to play Jolene from JoJo Part 6.
Demonic powers, She risks transporting Trigon
Oh, she voices both of them?
Yeah, she also did Toph, way back when.
Oh, whoops. I guess I owe someone an apology here.
What did you... Why is there Teen Titans Go? I forgot Teen Titans Go was a thing. No, thank you.
Granting her unlimited access to her own
Yeah,
magical
fuck Teen Titans Go.
Sometimes she even wears white to celebrate the occasion.
Oh, God. I remember seeing white... I think a lot of people like the White Raven design sometimes.
Books reboot way too often for any relation.
I like the darker version better.
Like the one where she's fully
Last
Trigon?
but not least, there's Raven's golden form.
No, where she's
A
just
spiritual body
purple
free
with
from
a purple
which manifested after she
cloak
turned
thing.
evil and
Gotcha.
had to be killed by her friends, the Teen Titans.
Poor Raven.
It happens a lot, actually. Anyway, Raven's accomplished plenty of incredible feats.
Speaking of Raven, Jesus Christ, every time I see Raven in any sort of media, the fact of the matter is that they animate the Raven that she has very well.
Yeah.
Terra alone was barely able
Oh,
to stop
the
island's
Terra
descent
and Beast Boy
and
saga
gather
was
the
a...
back to its rightful
It exists.
This means Raven lifted more than
I mean, it was heartbreaking. Yeah.
I mean, the ending was, yeah, but like... A bit.
As a kid, we wouldn't really think much of it.
Just like as a kid, we wouldn't think of this math for Alcatraz.
Oh, man. Yeah, now as adults, we understand the emotions of a lot of the stuff that we've seen as kids.
You know, I do want to ask this during Raven's analysis real quick. How do you feel about her coming back, though, for Phoenix?
It's interesting.
Because, like, apparently, according to me, like, he said this story, apparently, it was either going to be Twilight or Jean Grey for Raven.
Yeah, I've seen a comment in this video that someone's been wanting to have Raven versus Scarlet Witch.
Ooh, and we know how bonkers Scarlet Witch got.
Yeah. How do you think that would go?
No more sound, no more emotion. Screaming Scarlet Witch.
I think Scarlet Witch would win.
Probably.
But unfortunately, Raven's powers have daunting and often
You know,
costly limits.
it feels weird seeing, like, these older episodes, because I think this was season 5. This was actually the second episode of season 5.
It's second episode, really?
Mm-hmm.
Don't disregard this as only mere physical
I figured it would have been like somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain it was the second episode of season 5. I could be wrong. I'll put it on screen if I was right or wrong.
And don't forget, she's
Yeah, all right.
struggling not to feel, so Satan doesn't show up.
Yay, Satan!
It's no wonder she passes out sometimes.
But with the help of her friends and
No,
her
I don't-
Azaraathian family, Raven
I gotta admit, just seeing all this footage from Raven makes me wonder how much is going to be reused for her analysis.
Trigon would think twice before messing with someone
I'm sure there's
as
more
powerful
material
as
that,
Raven.
more new material for them to use.
They're not demons. Let me show you one.
Oh god, the end analysis clips. Remember when those existed?
Yeah.
Oh, we're old.
High above the peaceful
Fuck
pony,
MLP.
the city of Canterlot
Oh,
rests on the
okay.
mountaintops.
Come on, don't be
All
so
right.
mean.
Had dreams as
Okay.
big
Yeah.
as Canterlot
Let me explain.
Castle Her name
I
was
believe this was
Twilight
back
Sparkle.
when my actual hatred for MLP simmered down a bit, or it completely disappeared, and I kind of want to give MLP a try. But years before this, I had a deep hatred for MLP.
What was the
And,
reason for it, though?
It was just a simple that it's for girls type of thing.
Ah, the old classic stereotype.
Yeah. Which made me like angry and confused to see a bunch of guys actually liking it, even reacting to it on YouTube. Yeah.
I think when we were growing up, it was a lot different, honestly, compared to like now. It's like more accepting.
Yeah. Hell, I'm even subscribed to a few of the bronies.
You know what's gonna be crazy? We're gonna have to watch another My Little Pony character this season, my guy.
Boomstick, have you ever read
Discord. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Discord. Yeah, I forgot about him. Yeah.
Yeah, no, not the app we're talking over.
Learned
but an actual character named Discord.
She knows so many spells, it would
Yeah.
take well over an hour to
Speaking of Twilight, I've never really got into My Little Pony as a kid.
all a complex spell.
Never really understood its appeal.
But here's some highlights. She can
I mean, neither.
their mind, shoot concussive energy
But I can.
But
Go ahead.
Yeah. Apparently, it's actually good. This gen is good.
It's definitely like very special effect heavy. It seems.
Yeah.
Plants.
Yeah. About the show, I've only watched one episode of it, and apparently it was a season 2 episode,
But Twilight's magic doesn't just stem from her vast
and
knowledge of
I didn't
spells.
really care for it.
In the world
uh,
of My Little
eh.
Pony, magic is drawn from and controlled
But now
by
I actually want to give it a chance.
I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea.
the stronger a unicorn feels.
Oh, there was comics for My Little Pony. I kind of forgot those existed.
Are you open to doing a reaction to MLP together?
I have no idea if I'm gonna be what I'll do for that, because I know Paige probably wants to watch them at some point. So that might be just a me or her thing. I don't know yet.
Okay.
Because like she loves talking about My Little Pony, even though Twilight's not her favorite character.
Ah.
Oh no, that's not it at all. In truth, friendship
I
is
gotta
a
admit,
weapon
like
powerful enough to
it looks good, honestly. Like if you look on the special effects for it.
Yeah. Even the title "Friendship is Magic" is like pretty what's the word I'm looking for?
Oh yeah, they turned them into people at one point, like Equestria
Yeah.
Girls.
is at its most
What?
Equestria Girls.
I what's that? I think that was like people like another show called Monster High or something like that.
near unstoppable force. Even
Yeah.
capable of overpowering the villain Tyrek after he stole
Yeah.
Twilight's
And
powers, along
with Twilight's analysis, I was thinking, holy shit, it's just a fucking pony!
I know, right?
And yet they do all this crazy shit.
It's Pinkie Pie, then
Rainbow Dash.
no, not, yeah, Rainbow Dash, then Pinkie Pie, now Twilight.
What else? Friendship, she transformed
It-
into an alicorn. A mix
It's just absurd to see, like, because you don't expect it from cartoons like My Little Pony.
It's a good
I
thing
know, right?
Alicorn magic is leagues more powerful.
You would expect it from like comic books and anime, but no, a kid's cartoon can be like, look at all the wacky stuff we can do.
After Tyrek absorbed
Yeah.
magic from Equestria's entire population, Twilight was forced to confront him herself while wielding the power of 4 alicorns.
Hooray! Friendship magic.
Oh yeah. Misleading. The friendship is magic thing is pretty misleading, I guess.
By comparing Twilight's apparent size just before impact,
Man, these edits like were definitely like different back in the day.
145.
They were.
Tyrek then closed
And I know we have new editors and they do really good, honestly. But just seeing like older stuff like this definitely hits you in the nostalgia factor.
Yeah, these edits were not bad by any means.
They've got the point across. I feel like.
tough enough to survive
Yeah.
bombardment by anvils and pianos, fast enough to fly over 300 miles per hour without using any spells, and even
And
strong enough
honestly,
to carry
just
a rock weighing
the only thing that's thrown me off so far is the Screw Attack logo under the feet section. Like, it is so bizarre seeing that again.
Yeah. Ever since Square Attack merged with Rooster Teeth.
Yeah. I just love how also Boomstick and Wiz are just like, what the fuck is going on?
unwavering
Yeah, I remember Chad saying that for Dash versus Starscream, he had to watch MLP with his daughter, and he was just shocked at how powerful the characters are.
Yeah, nowadays I don't think Chad does a lot of research.
You're wrong, Tyrion.
Yeah.
I may have given you my alicorn magic, but I carry within me the most powerful magic of all, the magic of friendship.
Cringe.
So corny. Yeah. And yet it works for some reason.
I'm not gonna question it anymore. Oh, you ready for an old school death battle ad?
In a world plagued by despair,
Oh, it's
God.
this one.
there's only one path to reach
Remember this ad?
MeUndies.com, makers of the best
'Cause we-
pair of underwear
Don't
in the
think
world.
so.
Because like we normally skip over ads when it comes to reacting to stuff, but like this one, man, this one is just.
Forged from sustainably sourced fabric.
What the fuck were they thinking? They went full RPG with this shit.
It's not Skyrim or
It's dangerous to go unclothed.
what was the other one called?
Dark
from,
Souls?
this season. Dark Souls energy.
I would say probably more Skyrim because you could actually forge stuff in Skyrim.
Oh. My God.
Why
Jesus Christ, that bulge.
Why did they zoom in on the cup feature for that? Jesus Christ.
Battle.
Hooray! We get to watch this animation.
Transdimensional teleportation?
You know, before I paid attention to the credits of the end series, I thought these were two different people voicing.
Ah. Alright. Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Also, the
Oh, the
animation
fight!
wa-
There you go.
Some of this animation was pretty good. Well, it sums up Raven, and Raven is seen playing with some dolls. And
Yeah.
she gets angry and they start fighting.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, you can tell it's older too because like there wasn't a lot of facial animation, especially in like Raven, like at all. And then there's just smack combat.
You know, I was afraid that this animation would age poorly, but it looks like it got better by age.
It's still holding up, I think. Like you can
Yeah.
you can still tell what things are. The effects are pretty solid. Granted, like these two
Yeah.
have like more telepathic magic powers compared to close combat, but it still looks good.
Yeah, it does.
Granted, down here is a little disorienting, but like, oh no, not this scene. My friend sipping over the newest VTuber, and then I told him to get off. Their response. Oh, you know, I wonder if that Raven was all hand-drawn animation too, or if that was the sprite itself.
It looked like it was hand-drawn.
It was really sick. Speaking of things that were sickly made, Plant Raven. They literally were like, let's add the cloak on a plant, but yet it actually looks pretty good.
Twilight's color saturation, it looks a bit cringy to me, but eh.
And she died anyway.
Well, that was odd.
Odd, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know one of my buddies says he disagrees with this episode.
Ah, okay.
But I have to say, I think I agree with the result they came up with at the end of the day. I do think Raven beats Twilight Sparkle.
Both Raven and Twilight possess new
Especially
Maybe.
nowadays.
that could end the other quickly and easily.
I mean, I imagine they found something to make Raven even more absurd.
Well, again, another comment from this
First of all,
the video says that they should remake this because Twilight has gotten stronger. So I'm not sure.
had the magic of Princess Celestia.
Can you imagine, like, that was the idea for Season 10? They're like, let's remake this episode. They'd look into Raven. Never mind, Twilight's gonna die again. Let's do Phoenix instead.
Sun and the moon. Well, I do it myself, except I don't have your magic.
With her own
The
magic,
dev itself, though, is just the...
kind of forced Raven
It's
to live
lackluster in comparison, but it's the most logical one to go with.
Remember how
Yeah.
Twilight's shield held up against a hit a little over 8 million newtons? Well,
Honestly, so since we're in, like, towards the ending of it, obviously it sounds like we kind of agree with the results.
Yeah.
How does it hold up overall compared to when this was released, 5 years ago?
alicorns at that time.
Yeah, like I said, I think the animation has gotten a lot better throughout the years.
Yeah, honestly, the animation was still pretty solid. The analysis portions
Raven
were very stat heavy for these two.
since it's often
Yeah.
used as a battering ram to hit enemies, we know it has mass, but not exactly how much.
They definitely also went deep into like how strong is this soul self Raven, because like there's no solid answer.
Let's just lowball it.
Yeah.
Say they're equal, all right?
Sure, adding Raven's mass to the Mach 36 calculation.
Look at that.
the Soul Self's ramming force at top speed comes to
I think overall, I think this is an underrated episode of season 5.
greater than what Twilight Shield has sustained.
Yeah.
Ain't no pony
I definitely put this at the bottom of my list at the time, but now I think this is maybe top 10, top 15 maybe.
Top 15. How many of us were even in season 5? Was that 16 or 18?
Raven really ponied up for this one.
The winner is Raven.
I don't know.
Hey, you know what? That was a fun look back at that episode. It was insane to hear the voice acting again for both these two, because Kira did phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yes, the episode that was announced after this was Jotaro and Kenshiro.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know if we're ever going to rewatch that unless they decided, hey, let's put Jotaro back in.
Yeah. All right.
Alrighty. So, overall, my quick say before we move on to one special segment in this is going to be the episode holds up surprisingly well, especially for the animation, and I still agree with the result of Raven vs. Twilight.
Yeah, I agree too.
And there's one more segment we are going to do for this special series. We decided to take a look at some comments from the actual video itself. I have 5 pulled up. Fireball has his own 5, so I'm going to start off with the comments I found, and we're going to quickly respond to those.
All right.
All right, the first one I got here was, the first 3 are from very popular likes. From 1 year ago, from Kickin' Chalks, interesting name. This death battle taught us that hate, greed, and anger are not as powerful, are more powerful than friendship. Yeah, kind of, because friendship requires multiple people.
Hulk would like to chime in.
To be fair, I think Broly had more anger.
Clearly.
Next comment from 3 years ago from Tristan Hackney, 83. I think a good matchup would be Raven versus Scarlet Witch. I'd love to see how they would play out.
Oh, that was the comment I was talking about.
Yeah, this was the second most popular comment, and I'm not sure how that would go considering what happened last season.
Yeah.
And then, final one from Ace Ventura's Spear, 22. Twilight makes Raven emotionally attached to an object. Twilight 6 seconds later. I have made a severe lapse in judgment. True.
Yeah. That's
I mean,
true.
Did you see the way the battle turned around for Raven? Like, get away from my rock.
Yeah.
Imagine if this was remade nowadays. Someone could have definitely sneaked in a picture of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson on that rock.
I'm not sure how that would go over for fans.
All right, I got 2 more comments here. First one from Keymaster Clark. The winner is Tara Strong. Accurate.
Yep. Tara Strong voices both of them. Which, well, one of my comments that I'm gonna read says, "I love how Tara Strong voiced both of them."
Imagine they were able to get her back in the day for this, like legally.
Yeah. Another comment said, "Why did they bring Tara Strong back for those 2?"
Legal reasons. And last comment I got here. I feel like this is the sarcastic comment here from Kobai Bruggerman 6592 saying, "Well, that was hardly a fight. Of course Raven will win. Twilight didn't stand a chance. Like, come on. A pony versus freaking Raven. She's like a freaking god compared to a weak little pony. It was obvious who was gonna win that fight. Mate, this was 5 years ago. Raven's gotten a lot more stuff, so has Twilight. So I remember the consensus back 5 years ago was Twilight was gonna win, and that made me sad."
So yeah.
Alright,
You done your
those are my
your
comments.
comments?
Fireball, take it away with your comments.
So before I do the other 4 of mine, I was actually thinking that we would do one comment at a time, like one for me, one for you, one for me, from you.
Well, Again, if people want to see that kind of format with this series, we will do that. This is just like a pilot episode, so we'll improve from there.
All right. Oh, anyways, before I continue, the comment that I read was from XTN Mills. The next comment is from Chaos Mastermind, and he says, "I'd call shenanigans. Raven clearly would instantly fangirl over Twilight Sparkle. They'd become best friends."
I don't even know if they call it My Little Pony and Teen Titans Go. I forget what it's called, but like they have their own spin-off My Little Pony essentially. So if it was named after that, then they're probably right.
Yeah. The next comment is from King Crusher X. "Every time I watch a death battle with a My Little Pony character, they end up having more OP power than I thought." Yeah.
I mean,
MLP is more like powerful than we thought.
I mean, take a look at what happened with fucking Rainbow Dash from season 1.
Yep.
And before people ask, yes, Rainbow Dash still beats Starscream.
The next comment is by the Fallen Chaos Keeper. 2 months ago. I forgot to mention the time that the other how long ago the other comments were. While I would love to see a rematch of future Twilight vs. Raven, I would be more interested in seeing Raven go crazy from a Trigon, and then Twilight teach her a lesson about friendship just to screw with Wiz and Boomstick.
Like a tie ending like Deadpool and Pinkie Pie?
Maybe.
Yeah, no, Trigon would be like, lol, clap, dead.
Yeah. And the last comment is by King Zach 1 year ago. Honestly, the fact that My Little Pony has 1 win, 1 draw, and 1 loss in Death Battle is kind of surprising. Those are some tough ponies.
Yeah, no, like their win-loss record's not that bad, honestly, compared to other franchises that have been in. Like,
Yeah.
Naruto, for example, I believe the math currently is 3 wins and 4 losses for that series.
Damn, okay.
Yeah, because Jiraiya, Kakashi, Sasuke, and Lee. Those were the ones who lost.
That's shocking to me here.
Yeah, but like My Little Pony itself is really solid all around, all things
Yeah.
considered.
Yeah, it's deceivingly good.
Especially like, because you're like, okay, let's do a Transformer, a Marvel character, these.
Yeah, okay, so I guess that's it.
With all that being said, thank you folks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Rewatch. I had a lot of fun thinking about this one because it's fun to go back and watch these old death battles.
Yeah, it is.
Especially in like this format to just like talk about the older episodes, because me and Five have seen practically every episode.
Yep.
With that being said, I am curious if you guys have a suggestion down below. Leave a comment down below. Maybe if you guys want, I can make Fireball rewatch Ben 10 versus Green Lantern, or he makes me rewatch Tracer versus Scout.
Actually, I have an idea. I'll let you know about after the recording.
That is fair. But also, if you guys have any ideas, leave one down below. And of course, if another character gets in this season and we want to go back and take a look at an older episode of theirs, I think that'd be fun to do for rewatches. And let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. What do you think of Raven vs. Twilight Sparkle? With that being said, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all later. Fireball, go ahead.
Sawyer.
Machine gun kissed it just falling in love.